What's up guys, duarktikhq here with another Dokkan battle video, and this is an exciting video. We finally have the Goku and Frieza battle, which according to the biggest fish in the pond is the most difficult fight ever, but we already beat all the missions and this was pretty easy, let's say that. So I'm gonna show in this video how you can complete some of these missions. We're gonna separate this into videos just to make sure that it doesn't take too long. But in one of them, we're gonna clear stage 6 with accelerated battle. And then on the upcoming video, we're gonna take a look at the team that I used with Universe 11. And I'm gonna tell you, it was pretty consistent. So I think if you guys use the same characters, you should have no problem. But it's Dokkan, right? Sometimes you don't have the same characters. But most of my characters were at 55%, only the very old characters were bigger than that, so yeah, it should work out for you. So in this video we're gonna take a look at accelerated battle and see how it goes. And as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Dokkan battle videos, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so with that said, let's get started. I'm gonna set up the team and then we're gonna take a look at the match. Okay, so this is the team that we are going to use. We're gonna use double Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that is accelerated battle, and Boost Saga. We're gonna take advantage of the current buffs that we have for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We're gonna use Janemba that got EZA recently. And we're also going to use the Goten and Trunks that got EZA recently. So hopefully these all will be units that you guys have. Most of these units are pretty old, let's be honest about it. There is nothing too crazy here. Now, something you need to understand is that this Goku right now has a huge buff. And because of that, you can use him against your opponent, right? This is an amazing opportunity for you to clear these missions right now and get those free Dragon Stones. This guy stacks attack, so it's not as good as the Vegeta one. You have to attack with him so he gets more defense, so make sure you be careful with that. And the Super Saiyan 3 Goku is nice because at the beginning of the match he has like insane damage reduction, like 90% or something, and then he loses 10% as you go throughout the match. So you just have to remember that early on you can use the Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the slot 1 and you'll be fine. Now, this first match against Gohan and Frieza, if you can make it last like 2 turns, that would be amazing. If you can make it last 3 turns, that would be even better, right? I know it's a little bit difficult, but it's important to make sure you stack with your characters as much as you can, so you get their value later on. Okay, so with Janemba, you want to do as many supers as you can. With this Goku, you don't really have to do anything with him. And your luck, what you want to happen is for him to show up in just on turn 3, because as you guys can see, like he's demolishing with those stat boosts that he got right now. In the future, if this guy is no longer around with his buff, then you really want to make sure that you use someone very solid to replace him, because he really makes a difference here. Okay, now my Goku is with the 2 dupes. The Goku and Vegeta, I think they are rainbow, but I'm not sure. And this new Vegeta that got EZA like last week is at 2 dupes or 3 dupes. So those are my strongest characters, but they're as well the least relevant, I would say. The Goku and Vegeta from the Boost Saga is kinda annoying because you really have to stack up with him. You always want him to show up turn 1. But it's up to you if you want to play with RNG and then just reset until that happens or not. Okay, this guy, you want to attack with him as often as you can, so you can do big damage on the last phase. The last phase is really annoying. You have to do like over 10 million damage, and if you don't do that 10 million damage, you don't do any damage at all. It's like 0 damage. So yeah, that's definitely a big yikes. Okay. So we're gonna stack up with these guys as much as possible. We want to make sure that we build their defense a little bit. So after when we transform into Vegito can like tank properly. And and that's it. That is the way to do it. And of course, we're going to use items because we are not whales, and there is no shame in using items. Let's be honest about that. Okay, this fight against 17 is really annoying because it locks your characters on the rotation, and sometimes you are forced to rotate out your good characters. So if that happens, make sure that you make it last a little bit longer so you can bring them back to their main rotation, because otherwise that might compromise your damage output on the last phase. Okay, so here we go. We are doing some solid attacks. Unfortunately, our ace, the Goten and Trunks, they got on the slot 7, which is super annoying. And now you have Janimba on locked in the middle. So we're gonna rotate out the Goku, which is what we don't want. But we're gonna try to see if we are lucky and if we can get some evades on the Goten and Trunks, because I'm not sure if they will take a lot of damage from 17 since they just spawned. Okay, there you go, we got first evade. 11 million damage, but if you attack with them, if they dodge 5 times or if they get attacked 5 times, the damage scales very, very high. So that's good for us, that's what we want. And they also have a high crit chance, so that's what we want as well. It could be a little bit misleading because they have a type disadvantage on the last phase, but because they have so much crit damage, we should be fine, or crit chance, not crit damage. Okay, here we go. With Janimba clapping, we still need to do those attacks. I think at this point we should have the 5 attacks. This Janimba on this team is kind of lame because he has no big bad bosses or anything like that. But he still tanks like a boss, so yeah. Okay, here we go, Super Saiyan 4 Goku with a crit. Okay, this guy is really speeding up the event more than I wanted, but I guess that's fine. Like I said, you really want him to show up on position 7, so you have time to stock up on your other characters. Okay, now this fight, bro, this is annoying. Now you have to survive this phase without using items. Your items are just for the last phase, so yeah. You need to check out how many turns each of these characters have, so you can see that we have damage reduction based on how many times they had turns. So this guy had 4 turns, you can see there on the top, and my character, he only had 3 turns, which you can see there. So this one has 4, you can see there, and this one has 3. So we want to put a character with 3 on slot 1 so they can tank better. Even if they don't have type advantage, the damage reduction just comes through and is more important. And we have type advantage with Goku and Vegeta, and now Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the last guy. You want to make sure that you have one of them on each rotation, and that's why I'm not trying to super, because I want to make sure that we can fix the rotations before we reach Goku and Frieza on the last phase. Okay, here we go. Either way, you want to attack with these guys as often as possible so they can stack up attack. You're gonna need that type advantage and all the damage you can on the last phase. The last phase is kind of frightening because you only have 2 turns of items and that's it. Everything else is over after that. So yeah, it's kind of scary. A few tries that I did with a slightly different team, it was just so annoying that you'd reach the last phase, you'd stay alive for like 6 turns or 8 turns, but then you just did 0 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage, and that's why I had to look for something more consistent. And that's why I'm going to show you these videos, so just to make sure that that you guys are using like the most consistent team. Because in this type of games, it's all about consistency. Whether it is Marvel Strike Force Dokkan Battle or the new Pokemon Pocket game, consistency is king. Okay, 350 damage, 350,000 damage in the face, that's painful, but it's okay because you can recover it with Janimba and a few other characters with high defense. And this is why it's important to have at least 1 or 2 characters with a high defense and not just damage reduction, because damage reduction alone does not allow you to recover health. Okay, let's take a look at this Majin Vegeta. I'm not sure if they changed the restriction for him, but now it transforms way easier. But I have mixed feelings with this guy. So sometimes this guy does like 27 million damage, other times he does no damage. And I'm still not very sure how does that work. Okay, we have the Icarus. It might not be the best support or memory item to use, but I guess, right? We need something and he heals. So yeah, it helps a little bit. So okay, 280,000 defense with this Vegeta, nice amount of healing. Like I said, I don't know very well how he works, because sometimes he really does a lot of damage and other times he does just nothing. It's like this Janemba. Sometimes he does like 30 million and now he's just doing 50 million, even that he should be fully stacked. So I guess it all comes down to the links and to the characters buffing. But this guy is just so solid that we have to take him anyway. There are not many accelerated battle characters that are beneficial here. Okay, here comes Goten and Trunks, 23 million with 14 million as a result. And now 25 million, let's go. Always nice to get some crits on these guys. The damage output of these characters is really good. Like, this is probably one of the best characters from this year, 2024. The dodges, the additionals, the damage output, the crits, like everything. They literally have everything. Okay, Vegeta with 17 million. There you go, finally he's doing something good. I'm telling you, like, I have matches where this guy was doing only 5 million and I was so confused why this happens. And I'm just lazy. I'm dyslexic, reading is hard. So that might explain something. Okay, we're gonna keep those LRs around. So the Goku is nice, but the other Goku is also nice as well. We should have 2 turns left, or I'm not sure if it's gonna end now. Okay, that guy has almost 700k defense. So let's go like that, and now we're just gonna do this. Like, there's nothing else we can do, right? Now, it would be... Ooh, wow, 400, that was way too much damage. Wow. Okay, that was a scary amount of damage. This guy is not as good as I thought. He has no damage reduction, he only has defense, raw defense, so I'm not surprised. After he attacks for the first time, he's not so bad, but before he attacks, yeah, it's definitely not great. Okay, there you go. So this is how we want to start the last turn. We want to start with Janemba, because we need Janemba to do his transformation, which we can't. Why we can't do the transformation? Okay, that's gonna be annoying. So we'll have to pop an item. Okay, and now I'm confused. So usually I do the transformation here, so we can absorb the super attack of the enemy. 500k defense plus the item. Hopefully it should be enough. But yeah, so you want to use the transformation just to absorb the ultimate. But let's see how it goes. Let's see if you can survive here. We have a little amount of healing right now. We got a dodge, okay. And now we got another dodge. Okay, that's why Janemba is good, right? Even if he doesn't have the best defense on this team, he still has the damage reduction, he still has the evades. He just doesn't have the damage. 0 damage, yikes. Okay, but he's not here to do damage. He's just here to tank. So another 0 damage, and now we need Goten and Trunks to do as much damage as possible, and hopefully that Goku also to do some damage. Okay, 24 million. Let's see, we need crits. If it's not crit, yeah, if it's not crit, it's not gonna do damage. So let's see how it goes. We don't have type advantage, so that's a huge deal. 17 million, bro, that's a... Oh, these guys are gonna carry us through this mission. Once again, accelerated battle. You need 4 accelerated battle characters. Only 2 attacks. Ooh, that's annoying. Yeah, so usually they do like a bunch of additionals, but it's not consistent. Sometimes they do like 4, other times just 1. And this guy doing 0 damage even with type advantage. 10 million. Let's see if now it's enough. Probably not. Even with type advantage, He's not criting. Okay, now we have almost 11 million. Let's see. So you need 4 accelerated battles. Even with crit, did 0 damage. Bro, like, I understand why the truth says that this is difficult. It's not really difficult, right? If you have the right team, it's not really difficult. But it's just frustrating that you are doing 0 damage. It means like you cannot use like garbage characters from yesteryear here. Okay, so let's take a look. We have Vegito ready. Let's summon him. There you go. So Vegito is nice because he has a bunch of damage reduction and he also heals. And we have Goku. So Goku, he can counter super attacks. So we're gonna try to do that. And hopefully the type advantage will be enough to protect us. Vegito to heal up, and we almost have the Dokkan mode. So we have 900k, 800k, and now this guy with hopefully with some big damage as well. And we got the counter. Yes, let's go. 3 million counter. Is it gonna damage him? Oh my god, 0. 0 damage. Okay. Now this guy is tanking well just because we got the item. If you didn't have that Wiz item for 40% damage reduction, he would still take damage in the face for sure. 22 million, I'll take that. And 0 additional. Okay. Yeah, this guy needs some extra awakening. Okay, here we go with Vegito. Vegito is probably going to do 0 damage. We didn't stack enough with him for him to do damage. It's possible for him to do damage, but you need to stack quite a lot with him. So you just have him for his defensive abilities. Okay, so he increases his own damage, but it's only on the same turn where he's attacking. So you'd have to use him on slot 1. But I think it's not worth it. It's just too scary to put him on slot 1 and then he gets super and he dies right away. Okay, so a bunch of counters. And you see this Vegeta? One turn is doing 17 million, other turn is doing 5 million. Like, what kind of bullshit is this? At least he's tanking, right? Okay, at least that. They only super on the first turn. So at least we have that working for us. And now we have hopefully the last turn. Let's see. Okay, so Janima with the transformation. So we're gonna pop that transformation because it the enemy does lower attack, and we don't want that, right? We don't want this lower attack bullshit. So we're gonna use the transformation. We absorb the super. We don't get the lower attack, and after we can use the Dokkan mode and finish off this guy. Okay, here we go. Let's do 3 big supers, almost 3 big supers. We have type disadvantage, so it's not really gonna matter a lot. But this is really important, is to make sure that you absorb this lower attack. And when you do your Dokkan mode, you don't have the lower attack situation, because that really undermines your performance. Okay, 16 million is probably gonna do 0. Oh wow, it actually did damage. 10 million, okay. And now you have 13 million, but we need a crit. Even with crit, it did 0 damage. Yikes, come on, man. Okay, now you have 6 million, that's gonna do another 0 damage, okay. Some evades, okay. 3 million, 3 million basic, oh, very nice. Okay, another 5 million. Yeah, the transformation of this guy, it's not very good here. Maybe because he has like 170 buff rather than a 200% lead. But okay, so that's it. He did his job. He did better than his job. The job was just to absorb that lower attack, and he actually did some damage. Okay, here we go. Let's see. 50% damage reduction. Let's clear this. And now Dokkan mode. We're gonna use this guy for the type advantage. Like I said, we already absorbed the lower attack. And when you do this transformation, the enemies will no longer super attack, so that's good for us. Awaken ability or active ability does 0 damage, which is annoying. We have 300% defense or 300,000 defense, 40% damage reduction, and we should still have like 15% damage reduction from his passive. And Janemba will go away, but hopefully we'll finish these. If not, we still have one more turn with the item. So let's see how it goes. If you can clear this with just 3 turns or not. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can land these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yikes. So yeah, I'm playing with a tablet, and it's hard to reach all those numbers in the middle. Just a little bit annoying. Okay, here we go. Please, big numbers. Can we get like 20 million or something? Usually does 10 million, so 20 million would be great. 8 million damage only, bro. Like, that's very low. He's doing nothing. What happened with his attack? This is another character that I don't understand. Sometimes he's doing like 15 million, other times he's doing nothing. Okay, so we have 2 bars left. We need these Goten and Trunks to like crazy additionals and crits. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I need to fix the battery. Okay, 0. 0 is not good. We need crits. Type disadvantage and damage reduction on the enemies is making problems. 0 again. Oh my god. I thought that the RNG gods were blessing me, but I guess not. I thought we were going to delete this in 2 turns. Or 3 turns. 3 turns. I guess not. And Janemba also doing 0 damage. So yeah, that was an absolute waste. Apart from the Dokkan attack, we pretty much didn't do anything. Okay, one dodge. Okay, that doesn't matter. Last attack, hopefully. We have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Active ability, let's go. 20, what? 22 million damage with active ability. Wow, like this we didn't even have to attack. Okay, so there we go. That's the team that you have to use. Like I said, I tried it a few times, and it was the most consistent team based on the characters you have available. If you guys have a better team, let me know in the comments below. This was around what? 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes is pretty solid for, I guess, the latest content that we have on Global. And make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel where we'll do the same, but with Universe 11. And you'll see that my Universe 11 is really garbage. But yeah. Okay, so there we go. We full cleared this in 20 minutes. I would add you to the friends, but you're not gonna accept anyway. But so that was it. Let's take once again look at the team. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Goku and Vegeta, Janemba, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Majin Vegeta, Goten and Trunks, and the friend, the same one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you found the information helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.